What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered. So, in the last episode, we deciphered the ancient text, and we found out that we need the medallions of Amit and Eris in order to enter the temple in the jungle. So, we're gonna probably be heading to get those medallions in this episode. But first, I want to continue reading these books because we read half of the books in the last episode, but we still have more to read here. And now here, this one's about Fate Stones. Raiders of the Fate Stones 1. Our adventure began quite poorly. We had set out in search of Frosthold Fortress, but we have no idea where to find it. We suspected it was in Valhalla, but we did not know how to reach that distant land. One day we uncovered a startling rumor that lifted our spirits. Apparently, a Fate Stone lies hidden in Twin Moon Temple. Yep, that's the temple in the jungle. So off to Twin Moon Temple we went. We forgot any intention of finding Frosthold Fortress, but soon we were faced with another hardship. We didn't know where to find this Twin Moon Temple. We had but one clue. Apparently it resembles a pyramid, but none of us could remember seeing anything like that yet in all of our journeys. Where they are found. So here's where all the, well, not all of them, here's where some of the Fate Stones are found. So Ruby of Fire, Weiserheim, Aquamarine, Crystal Lake, Topaz of Earth, Kaklim Desert, Moonstone Twin Moon Temple, Obsidian Sword, Frosthold Fortress, Emerald Evil, Isle of Evil, and the others are unknown. We obviously have the Amethyst from Barbara. That's how you get one of them. And then the other ones, we'll have to find out about later. Fascinated with Fate Stones. Checked out. Powers of the Fate Stones. It is said that the Moonstone, the Fate Stone of Energy, has the power to banish evil and infuse life. Yeah, keep that in mind. And you can get notes. It will tell you where all the Fate Stones are at and everything. There is actually a point to collecting all the Fate Stones, but well, I don't want to. See, that's the thing about this game. I could tell you guys, but then it would be spoilers. I'll just say that you can collect them all, and you could power up something. That's all I'll say. And let's just say whatever you power up is very, very strong. It gets a lot harder. Let's just say I'll just say that much. That's all I'll say. Miner's Handbook, Natural Minerals, Bronze, Source, Worldwide, Traits, makes weapons sturdy and durable, get less powerful, cannot be mined, relatively inexpensive. Southern Iron, Valhalla, makes up for a small loss of strength by increasing durability a great deal. Natural Silver, Source, Inner Sea, Coastal Regions, Traits, makes weapons sturdy yet slightly less powerful and durable, raises magic defense when used in armor. The minerals listed above are commonly offered at blacksmiths all over the world. Minerals listed below are more precious. Bismuth, traits, gives weapons qualities similar to that of bronze, yet much more effective. So these you can get from drops and everything, and you can mine them as well. Pure gold, traits, practically useless in weaponsmithing, but adds cosmetic value to accessories. I don't remember getting gold, honestly, in the original game. If you can get it, it was very rare. Electrum, traits, contains several precious metals, significantly increases the sturdiness of weapons and the magic resistance of armor. Copper, traits, makes an extremely durable weapon, yet sacrifices strength and sturdiness. Deadstone, traits, all who touch it crumble. This mineral exhibits a tremendously negative effect. Moloch. Several varieties exist, each slightly different from the other, though they look identical. This becomes particularly evident when using them to temper weapons. So if you get a Moloch, it could be it could be good or bad. It could be something you want, or it could be something you don't need. Many unknown minerals exist, and using them when tempering should yield startling discoveries. It has been discovered recently that some minerals are resistant to the spells and attacks of certain monsters. As a result, many believe that blacksmithing is likely to advance in a new direction as unknown materials become documented. Alloys, Miner's Handbook Alloys. Legal Steel, Origin Legal Isle. Increases attack power but sacrifices a small amount of durability. Rosalian Steel, Origin Crystal City, traits. Increases sturdiness without sacrificing other traits. Although it originated in Old Estamir, it is named because Rosalians refined and popularized the technique. Garl, Origin Burrell, traits. An alloy with greatly increased strength but slightly decreased durability. When used for armor, it features high physical defense, though it is heavy. Some Rosalian arms feature Garl, a fact I believe to mean that the Rosalians have come to appreciate the superiority of our Befall-made Garl. Okay, so it's so good that even the Rosalians, their enemy, is using part of Garl to make their materials. Verni. I actually like Verni quite a bit. I use Verni and Garl the most when I played the original game. Origin, Old Kingdom of Estamir, traits. A superior lightweight alloy that increases the attack power and strength while sacrificing a little durability. Increases magic resistance when using armor. Commonly believed to have been developed in Crystal City, it was actually created by an alchemist named Verni long ago in Estamir. Musings of a Blacksmith, checked out. What was this one? I didn't read what it said. Hold on. Pharmacist Monthly. Oh, hello. Do you need some medicine? I'm the Tarmitan Pharmacist Cardin. This month I'll be featuring mixtures with rare effects. In order to concoct some ultra balm and miracle drug, you'll need high quality herbs. Some of the herbs adventurers bring are quite useful. Next time, try pretending to do stuff in their first aid kit and then just borrow the rest. Though it is not really borrowing because you are not going to return it. You see, adventurers can't feel the difference between good herbs and bad. They'll be satisfied with whatever you give them. But watch out for adventurers with an accomplished herbalist among them. They can tell the difference. Simply starting with good ingredients doesn't guarantee quality results. The higher you raise the apothecary level, the greater your chances of a good outcome. That's what they say anyway. Next month, one of Melvir's most famous residents, Vake, or Baki, will discuss an amazing kind of medicine. I can't wait to hear all about it. Okay, time for me to move along. Until next time. Treasure chest made easy. Treasure chest can be rigged with many different types of traps. Some simply explode when you open them. Some emit a loud sound when you open them. Some release a sticky slime when you open them. And others deliver a monstrous surprise. Okay. This one should be interesting. Skills and classes. Secrets of Stealth. I hear that when you become an expert, you can disappear and then reappear behind your opponent to gain the initiative. Charging the enemy may be easier, but the other method gives a greater chance of surprising your foe. Historically, all the greatest rogues of infamy were masters of this secret technique. In addition, they possessed the skills of regular thieves and were experts in small weapons and bartering with others. A martial arts master. 23 AS, born the child of an officer in the Rosalian Infantry. 40 AS, taught of his father, he becomes an officer himself. 51 AS, while serving the king, he loses his father, decides to leave the army to travel. 53 AS, marries a traveling entertainer, learns the secrets of sleuth. 75 AS, after visiting every corner of the world, he finally earns the title of martial artist. 80 AS, he perfects his skills and achieves mastery of the martial arts. He establishes his own academy in the outskirts of Melvir. In martial arts, it is more advantageous to gain a broad range of knowledge than to achieve perfection in only one discipline. These are profound words that can only be spoken by one who has learned the hard way through experience. Basic spellcasting. We should first begin with a discussion of the 10 established schools of magic and how to choose from among them. They are pyology and hydrology, aerology and terrology, illusion and demonology, cosmology and sorcery, and bewitchery and necromancy. No one can cast spells of opposite schools simultaneously. They rob each other of power resulting in nothingness. For example, if you know the spell Hellfire and decide to study Heraldry, the powers of Hellfire will slip through your fingers. If you aspire to become a mighty sorcerer, heed these words. First, learn at least 6 of the 10 schools of magic and obtain a staff that amplifies their power. Then you must study rigorously in their use. This will require an immense amount of time and effort, but if you can reserve, the day may come when you can call yourself a sorcerer. Geklings and walls. After hiding their valuables, Geklings are known to mark the wall of the surrounding area with a little awareness and skill. One can detect these changes and discover any traps they may have laid. According to their logs, pirates who often dealt with the Geklings began to adapt these techniques and hid their own treasure in this fashion. Making your own battle strategy. The sky's the limit for you, jumping and climbing within your reach, making your own battle strategy spring issue, attempting to scale Mount Scurv. Note, proceeds for seasonal issues of making your own battle strategy go to help adventurers worldwide. Naos, the world famous mountain climber, cast his eyes upward. He sighed as he uttered, "I was cocky and so very young." You see, when he was young, he mustered a party of climbers to scale Mount Scurv, but Noel, their only expert climber, collapsed from his many injuries, and so the party could climb no further. I don't even remember how we got ourselves back to the safety of town. When he came to, we were all bunked down at the inn. After that dangerous episode, Naos practiced climbing with great fervor and went on to successfully scale numerous peaks. Still, he never attempted to conquer Mount Scurv. Now, at long last, he seeks to challenge the ultimate climber's goal. Next issue, exploring the hollows of Begal Isle, the strange harvest festival of Uso, how I got out of Mazewood, cover price $380G, available at newsstands everywhere. Alright, so we have, looks like 2 more left, okay. And I'd like to do some other stuff as well. after doing this. But I do want to show all this off because it's part of the game, you know. They put it in the game, I'm going to show it off, you know. So sorry if some of y'all don't like this type of stuff. I just want to show everything the game has to offer. That's what I do in my playthroughs. So I'm only going to show all this one time, and that'll be it. Okay, children's section. The soul. What happens when we die? Perhaps the soul leaves the body and joins other departed souls, so death must be a very busy god. Perhaps some souls are light and others heavy. Maybe the heavy ones sink. If they do, how far down do the heaviest go? So this whole thing here, no one really knows. Like, no one knows what happens when you die. It's just something no one knows. I guess we'll just have to see, you know. It's all going to happen one day for everybody, unfortunately. It's probably the worst part of life, but you know, something you just got to deal with. And so, in his foolishness, the man challenged the god to battle. And I have my own beliefs of what's going to happen. Obviously, I believe in God, so you guys know I'm not going to go into details about all that. But, yeah. I don't really bring up religion in this channel, really, so I just what I try to do is just I try to be a good person, that's it. That's all I try to be in life, you know. I don't know what to expect, but I just have my own beliefs, and I just stick to my beliefs, and I try to be a good person, and that's all. He hoped he would live to tell about it. Everyone thought it would be over in a flash. It was, but not in the way they expected. When the man swung his great red axe, it changed its very shape, and before they could blink, the god was cut to pieces. The axes of the heroes. Long ago, a terrible demon plagued the world with its malice, so the people chose 7 from among them who would venture and vanquish the demon. The 7 mightiest warriors were chosen, and they defeated it. Soon they became known throughout the world as heroes. But the heroes became too powerful. They began to attack their own kind. They each carried a blue axe, so mighty that nothing survived its wake. The axe that swallows life. In ancient times, in a land far away, far away, nah, I'm kidding, there was a dark presence bent on destroying everything. One day it thought a terrifying thought. All I have to do is block out the sun, then every living thing will die. Once it began to carry out its sinister plan, it soon lost interest, so instead it channeled its destructive force to a different end. It poured itself onto an axe to make so deadly that it could end the life of anyone's save one. I imagine if the sun were ever blocked out and it didn't affect Earth anymore, that would be very bad. Because stuff would wouldn't everything just freeze over, you know? Because nothing to no heat source, you know? That'd be very bad. I'm assuming there would be a temperature drop by a significant amount. Anyway, it'd probably be it'd probably take a long time to have a catastrophic effect, but it would eventually be very bad. But I'm assuming at first it wouldn't be catastrophic, but who knows? In ages past, when the world was young, there lived three gods of evil: Death the eldest, Sorrowing the middle child, Sharat their sister. Together the three of them led a horde of monsters against an alliance of gods and their mortal children. The forces bent in a furious battle. In the end, Death and Sharat finally yielded to the power of Allure and the gods, but Sorrowing alone chose to continue his struggle. In order to contain the threat of Sorrowing, Allure created stones of 10 different powers, the 10 fate stones, and gave them to a hero of the people's choosing. They chose the warrior Mirsa, who fulfilled his mission and imprisoned Sorrowing. He lost his life in that climactic battle. Yet the name of Mirsa and the story of the stones live on in legends still told. Alright. And then we have the final one, combat reference. The wonders of ecology. All creatures must eat in order to survive. This, of course, also applies to monsters. For example, insects eat plants. Fish survive on plankton and other creatures still unknown. And birds eat both insects and fish. Beastmen may seem to occupy the pinnacle of the food chain, but some are devoured by a simple beast. These same beasts are known to fall prey to poisonous insects and attacks from unknown and undead monsters. In addition to insects, plants have many other natural enemies like undead, demons, and herbivorous beastmen. Furthermore, the corpses are an excitement of birds and beasts become food for plants. Therefore, should an entire family of creatures disappear from an area, some creatures would lose their natural predators. They will sit atop the food chain and their numbers will greatly decrease or increase. This clearly demonstrates the existence of a delicate balance in nature. Types of monsters. 1. Recent experiments show monsters can be divided into 2 large groups. These that rely on sight, like beastmen, beasts, avians, undead, and reptiles. Those that rely on hearing, like plants, insects, aquatics, and demons. However, some monsters like slime seem to possess some other way of detecting prey. Their behavior will be studied in greater depths in future expeditions. By the way, dinosaurs that inhabit the Gal Isle received primarily by sight, and there we have confirmed the existence of fascinating creatures. I will touch upon that topic at a later date. Types of monsters. 2. The most interesting behavior can be observed among the great dinosaurs of the Gal Isle. Ordinarily, the creatures are placid, but if a mother spots an intruder near her egg, maternal instincts emerge violently. She can reach amazing speeds if her progeny are threatened. Dinosaur mothers are relentless in their pursuit once they begin chase. If you are ever in this situation, all you can do is drop the egg and run for your life, though with a little caution you can drastically reduce the likelihood of such a scenario. Winning strategies. Discretion may be the better part of valor, but it is wise to keep a quality weapon as well as a disposable one, especially ones with different attack power. Keep the weapon whose techniques do not wear it out as your weak one. The weapon whose techniques do wear it out is a strong one. Then use the weak one for common foes and save the strong one for battles that you absolutely must win. Of course, tempering should be reserved for one's finest weapons. The true enemy. The battle begins with the mind. Giving up on anything invites defeat. Face adversity head on with all you have. Excerpted from Flog Strategies chapter on hegemony. And then we have a new Mysteries of Ecology. Alright. So that's all we could do there in the library. I think that's pretty much all we can do in Melvir as well. Well, not yet. There's this particular side quest we can accept here. It's a shame that
Cyril, god of the
I was gonna say, it's a shame that that Claudia wasn't in that pub over there. Okay. So, to get the medallions, we need to head to... I'll go ahead and get one of the medallions now. We gotta head to North Estamir. Let's go to South Estamir. Oh, it's gonna make us go through the... We're not going through the Isthmus, actually. I don't feel like going through the Isthmus, so what we'll do is we'll head to North Point, and then we'll head south to North Estamir. And I think this place is where we need to be, if I'm not mistaken.
I need the medallions of Amut and Eris in order to enter the temple on Wallen Isle. Is there anything you can do to help me?
The temple on Wallen Isle? That must be what the legends refer to as Twin Moon Temple. I believe entry is possible, with the blessings of Amut and Eris.
There we go. So we get Amut's medallion, and we get some jewels.
You wouldn't happen to know how I could obtain the medallion of Eris, would you?
Eris is the goddess of beasts and the moon, and there is much mystery about her. She has no temple, and never shows herself to us mortals. I hear she is close to Cyril, Lord of the Wood.
Could you tell me where the Temple of Cyril is?
He has none either. However, they say that Mazewood, the forest south of Melvir, is his domain.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to end the video here. In the next episode, we'll try to go get the other medallion. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get it yet, because you have to be a certain power level, I believe, in order to do it. But we'll see if we can get it. If not, we'll just go back later. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Later.